Hello and welcome to the exciting world of web development. My name is Jacob and I will be your host in this JavaScript Basics series focusing on the JavaScript built-in object called string. I will try my best to guide you through all of the string properties and methods, so in the end of this series you will be able to work with strings in JavaScript like a pro. So, without further ado, let's get to it. JavaScript strings allow us to store and manipulate text. It's really that simple. Each string consists of 0 or more characters enclosed with quotes. You can use both single and double quotes, but you always have to use the same kind of quote at the beginning and at the end. You can also use backtick character, which is used for specifying template literals, but that's a whole other topic, so let's not go into too much detail, other than we can use it just like quotes. Let's have a look at the actual code examples of initializing strings. In the first example, we created 3 variables. One uses double quotes, one uses single quotes, and one uses backtick character. We are outputting the variables on the lines 7, 8 and 9. As we can clearly see in the output, it doesn't really matter what type of quote we use. The outputted value is the same. You can freely use any kind of quote in the string itself, as long as the encapsulation is done with the other kind of quotes. Let's see that behavior in the example number 2. If for some reason you need to use the same kind of quotes within the string and also for the encapsulating the string, you can use the / escape character. Let's check that out in the example number 3. There's more of special characters that need to be escaped with / character, but for the moment we only care about the following ones: single quote, double quote, backtick, and /. Strings have also certain similarities with arrays. One of them is that we can access specific characters of string using square brackets notation. It is important to remember that string indexes are zero-based. That means the first character of the string can be accessed by index 0. Cue another example. In this example, we are trying to access the first letter of the string Hello Guru. To access the first character, we have to use index 0. All of the variables in the examples shown so far were string primitives. But there is also something called a string object. So what exactly is the difference? And why do we even care? First of all, the properties and the methods that we will cover in the following videos belong to JavaScript built-in object called string. Good news for us is that when we try to call string object methods on a string primitive variable, JavaScript does the conversion automatically. So you don't need to care about that yourself. Thanks to this fact, we can call any method of the string object on a string primitive value. So if the conversion is done automatically, why does it matter which one we use? Actually, it matters a lot. You can use $= to compare the value of string primitive variable to a string object variable, and it would work. But if you try to do the same comparison using a $= which compares both value and type of variable, you will get false as a result every time, since their types are not equal. Let's see if that's true in the example number 5. Okay, so in this example, we are creating 2 variables, name1 and name2. Name1 is a string primitive variable. Name2 is a string object variable. Their value is the same. It's the string Jacob. However, when we try to output the type of the variable, For the variable number 1, we get string, and for the variable number 2, we get object, which obviously is a different type. That's also the reason why the first comparison using two equal signs resolves as a true, and the second comparison using three equal signs resolves as false. What's even worse is that when it comes to objects, you cannot even compare them between each other. Object-to-object comparison, no matter what you do, will never resolve as true. It doesn't matter whether you are using two or three equal signs comparison. Let's confirm that in the example number 6. Okay, so we have two string object variables with the value Michael. But as we can see, it doesn't matter whether we use two or three equal signs, the result is always false. Personally, I suggest to always use string primitives unless there is a specific reason not to use it. Not only will your code be less complicated, but it will also run a bit faster. That's about it for the introduction. Next time, we will look at the one of the few properties, but at the same time one of the most commonly used ones, string length. Thanks for your attention, and I will see you in the next video.